What is going on, everybody? And I hope you all had a tremendous weekend and happy Columbus Day. Why do I say happy Columbus Day? Not just because it's a holiday, it's because some people actually got off of work today. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that got off of work today. So, if you happen to be one of the people that got off of work today, then kudos to you. I wish I could have joined you. But anyway, this is going to be somewhat of a continuation off of my last video that I talked about where I mentioned why you should never ever overhype games. And this is kind of going to be a perfect example of that in a way. Okay, so apparently I was looking at Twitter today at work, and apparently GameSpot did a review of Bayonetta 2. And they gave it a 10 out of 10. Now, the first thing you might be thinking of is, wow, a 10 out of 10. That is amazing. You don't see many 10 out of 10 scores, or 5 out of 5s, or 100% scores. You don't see many of those. So, that's really intriguing me. I really need to check this out. I need to see what all the fuss is about. And to be honest, I kind of felt the same way. I'm like, I kind of expected the game to get high marks, but a 10 out of 10, I honestly didn't see that coming. So, and apparently GameSpot in general have only given a 10 out of 10 to 8 games. If I remember correctly, and this would be the 8th one. If I'm correct. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in that regard. So, that is insanely high praise. And especially for a game like Bayonetta 2, because it's exclusive to the Wii U. And right now the Wii U needs any kind of game it can get for people to want to go buy a Wii U or to buy a game for the Wii U, because the lineup for the Wii U is insanely dry. For now, and for honestly the immediate future, unless Nintendo actually issues some release dates for upcoming games that they've talked about or that people think might be coming out soon. But anyway, I checked out the GameSpot review. Whenever I checked it out for myself, and honestly, I came to a realization of something. Now, I had this mindset before, but reading this and looking at what this particular reviewer wrote in the good and the bad section, it kind of hit me. And you know what? Maybe you may or may not agree with this, but this is how I feel. I don't think 10 out of 10 game reviews or any kind of game reviews that say a game score is perfect 100%, I don't think these should exist. Honestly, I think these kind of reviews are deceiving the audience. I know that probably sounds kind of shocking to you, because usually we as gamers, we want games to get good reviews, because we don't want bad games. No, we don't want bad games at all. Bad games need to go away. Shoo, bad games. No, we don't want them at all. So, when we see a high score that a game gets, we get excited. Like, a lot of people have been recently doing it with Shadow of Mordor. It's been getting high scores, and gamers have been loving it, and it's been intriguing people, and it's caused some people to actually go out and buy it, and now they love it. So, as gamers, we look for these high scores. But to me, when you say a game is 10 out of 10, when you say a game is perfect, to me, you're deceiving the audience, because honestly, I've said it before, no game is perfect. There's not one single game out there that has ever been created is perfect. It's impossible. You can't make the perfect game. You just can't. Because there's always going to be something about a game that at least one person in the world will not like or will have a problem with. And I'm looking at this guy's pros and cons in this review, and honestly, to me, and I hate to be disrespectful, but it just screams of fanboyism. Like, he's got his pros listed here, but then he's got one con. And at first glance, I was like, well, he gave the game a 10 out of 10. Why would he have something on the con side? And then I read it. It says, and I quote, "The sad realization that future action games may never top this." See, when someone says something like that, to me, things like this just reek of fanboyism. And if you look at this guy's about the author, it says he adored the original Bayonetta. So, honestly, going into it, should we really expect somebody to be fair when it clearly says right here that they had loved the first game? They were a huge fan of the first game. They loved it. So, when you see things like that, are you really going to expect them to be completely fair about the sequel? Because what if they don't want the sequel to look bad? Because, see, all reviewers are different. If I review a game, I'm different from, say, if you review a game. Because, honestly, reviews, at the end of the day, are just opinions. Opinions with, and this is how I see reviews, opinions with little facts sprinkled on top. To me, that's what a review is. But see, when you make reviews like this, to me, it goes far beyond just giving your opinion. It's like, you're not just giving your opinion, you're using this game as a tool for some type of agenda. Well, to me, that's how it is, especially since the hardcore Nintendo defenders that are out on YouTube and everywhere else, they've been using Bayonetta 2 as a driving force in their war against Xbox fans and PlayStation fans, and that, you guys wish you had Bayonetta 2. Be jealous. This is only for us Nintendo fans. You're going to have to go buy a Wii U if you want to play this masterpiece. And they've been pushing this game and pushing this game and pushing this game. There was that stupid Operation Platinum crap, which honestly to me was just Operation Please Buy This Game Now, as opposed to just putting attention on the game. They wanted to use it as a driving force for sales. So, see, to me that whole thing was kind of stupid, but that's what this game was used for. And then you see reviews like this particular review, and it just, to me, it fuels that even more. It fuels this stupid console war. And I'm tired of this console war. I mean, why can't we just sit back and just enjoy games? On whatever platform we prefer, why can't we just sit back and enjoy games? Some of us are. And when you see things like this, to me, it just adds fuel to the fire, so to speak. And so, yeah, I mean, anytime I see a 10 out of 10 review, I immediately have a red flag going in my head. The red flag comes up, and I don't think these should exist. I really don't think 10 out of 10 reviews should exist. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think 10 out of 10 reviews should exist? Do you think they are good for gaming as a whole? Or would you prefer to see a different scoring system? Or what do you like most about reviews? See, to me personally, I look for reviews as actually what's written down in the review as opposed to the score. Like, when I wrote my one review for the website I write for, 30K Polygons, I wanted to pay attention to what's actually written in the review as opposed to the score at the end of it. Actually, the funny thing is about the 30K Polygon site is that the score at the end is kind of like a joke, because we want you to actually look at what's written in the review as opposed to the score at the end, because honestly most people just skip right ahead to the score because that's all they care about. And to me, that's kind of dangerous in gaming journalism and for the gaming industry. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Peace.